going on, everyone? My name is Turk, this is Level 1 News, and today we are going to be reviewing Totally Reliable Delivery Service. Now, this game is available on Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and PC. It's a wacky physics-based game, kind of similar somewhat to games like Goat Simulator and Octodad. Basically, in the game, you control a character that has to deliver a variety of different packages across this open world area, and you have to take packages from point A to point B, and usually you have to take different kinds of vehicles to take those packages. Now, the real trick to the game is that the physics are extremely exaggerated, and the controls are really, I guess, on purpose not very good, and because of that, through that combination, you get a whole lot of wacky scenarios that you find yourself in. Even to take something as simple as picking up a package, kind of difficult, and then on top of that, taking the package into a vehicle and then driving that vehicle is also extremely difficult because of just the way the game is set up. And because of this, the game is really funny, and especially funny when you're playing with multiple people, all trying to kind of coordinate with each other. On top of that, you have the controls and then the exaggerated physics, and it ends up being a pretty funny game overall. However, though, the game does have some things about it that I didn't quite really like. In particular, I felt like the controls were a little... They were kind of not good, in my opinion. It was really difficult just to even like pick up a package and move it around, and I felt like, yeah, I get it. It's like the game is supposed to be kind of, it's supposed to kind of be like that, but you would think that after a few missions or so, you would get the hang of it and you would start to learn how to, play around the physics and the controls and stuff, but it really felt like I struggled all the way through it. Like, it never really felt that I was getting any better at the game, or that I was really getting the, the physics and the controls at all. It just seemed like I was, fumbling my way through it the entire way. And then you double that, and then you double that even further when you have multiple people playing, and it just kind of becomes a bit of a mess. Now, the good thing is that when it gets to be a mess, that's when you have the most fun in the game, is when things are just completely going out of control. And that's fun and all, but if you want to actually complete these missions and beat the game, then it's actually kind of annoying that you have to constantly struggle through even just basic stuff like that. And the thing with the game is that there really isn't much more to it other than delivering these packages. There really isn't a game system where you get better at, or you kind of unlock new things and things like that. It's like, yeah, there is some variety to the missions, and there is variety to the vehicles, and there's a variety to some of the environments, but overall I felt like you're basically doing the same thing every mission. You get a package, you have to get into a vehicle, you have to drive that vehicle, get it to the goal point, and then that's it. The game is playable with up to 4 players, and I highly recommend playing it with multiplayer, at least a minimum of 2 players. Just because if you're playing it single player, there's not a whole lot of fun to be had. It's like the whole point of the game is, for it to be funny, and it's not really funny when it's just you sitting there playing the game, just struggling to do basic tasks. So really, I would recommend this bare minimum 2 players, but if you could get 4 players, that'd be great. Now, I usually don't talk about graphics very much, but I did want to point out a couple of things in this game. When I was playing it, there was some really bad pop-in. I'd be walking down like this, down the street, and like an entire building would just pop into the world, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. There's not a whole lot of textures. The graphics aren't very detailed, so I really don't know what it's loading there. But I felt that it was pretty distracting. Also, I felt like the world itself could just use more stuff in it. I felt like it got kind of boring after a while. I would like to see some more, like some more traffic or people walking around. So I feel like that would definitely help the game. Really, what I think a totally reliable delivery service is, it's a party game. It's not really like, it doesn't seem like it's really like put out in that way, but that's what it really is. It's meant to be played with It's meant to be played as a multiplayer game, because again, the real main thing about the game is that it's a ridiculous game and that it's funny, but it's not very funny when you're just playing by yourself. So definitely check this game out if you are interested in playing like a silly kind of party game, because it is definitely really funny when you're playing and you're trying to coordinate with your friends, and you're trying to get a package into a vehicle, and you're trying to get it from point A to point B. It does get pretty silly and it gets pretty funny. So I would definitely recommend it if that's what you're looking for. I would give Totally Reliable Delivery Service a 7 out of 10. It's definitely worth checking out. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. My name is Turk, and thank you for watching Level 1 News.